other way to describe what Donald Trump announced this week as a complete surrender. He had given multiple deadlines to the Iranians, which were never kept. He had made ultimate red line demands of the Iranians that were never fulfilled. And finally, he has declared an indefinite ceasefire over the Persian Gulf because the Pakistanis asked him to. That's right, the general, or actually he's now a field marshal. They don't even know his name, but he's called off the Iran war. What an achievement for a little man whose name escapes me, who is the current Prime Minister of Pakistan and an unknown general. They have ended the Persian Gulf War. It wasn't anything to do with the fact that the American military bases were run out of town as ignominiously as they were in Saigon, and indeed more recently in Kabul at Bagram Air Base. It had nothing to do with the bankrupting of, Donald Trump bankrupted 3 casinos, but how you bankrupt Dubai, how you bankrupt the United Arab Emirates, well, that is a Trump achievement beyond any other. One of the most lucrative, richest, wealthiest place in the world is now asking for an economic bailout of the United States of America. Which can afford it? Of course, its people are doing so well, so very well, so bigly well. It is nothing to do with the fact that Israel took a pulverizing beating from the missile forces and drone forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran, such that the demand for the resignation of Benjamin Netanyahu was reaching fever pitch. It was nothing to do with the huge number of American casualties, denied and concealed, obfuscated, and now admitted, with upwards of 1,000 American casualties in the war, and that's only the ones they have admitted to until now. It had nothing to do with any of these things. It was Pakistan's request that Donald Trump should call off the war that was the decisive factor. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge in London I could sell you going very cheap. Speaking of London, the Prime Minister will be going very cheap very soon indeed. It's fair to say, is in the words of Andrew Neil, the best British political commentator of his generation, formerly of the BBC and many other parishes, that Keir Starmer is, and I quote, a dead man walking. Although Andrew Neil adds, Labour would prefer it if they could continue as a zombie government, at least for the time being. It would be interesting to see how long the British people are prepared to put up with that. He's a dead man walking for many reasons. It would take me the whole of this monologue to adumbrate them. But he is, in the proximate sense, toast because of a quite remarkable appointment. As I say, not since Caligula appointed his horse, a proconsul of Rome, was a more grotesquely inappropriate appointment made than the appointment of Peter Mandelson, Jeffrey Epstein's close friends, maybe closest of friends, as the British ambassador to Washington, D.C. Such was his determination, no, frenzy, to get that appointment through. He broke every rule in the book, including the cardinal rule of lying to the British Parliament, which he has done now on multiple occasions on this affair. If you don't agree, you can sue me. You can sue me, Sir Keir. After all, you know where to find me. To describe